I'm Todd Spearman with the Blue and Gold, and these are the picks of the week. Today we have some very special guests on the program. To my right is Dixon. To my left, Coach Karassik.
I'm not really electrifying anymore, so
Well, you'll
still
get,
the people's champ though.
You'll get it back. And then Miriam is with us today. Okay, our first game is Baylor versus Oklahoma. Dixon, how do you see this one turn out?
I think Oklahoma State's going to win this game because Baylor's starting quarterback was out a couple weeks ago, and I just don't think they can pull out the win.
And Karassik.
I like Oklahoma, not Oklahoma State,
Oh.
of course.
Yeah.
Janet's brother. Yeah, Oklahoma. I just think that Baylor, they've got some injuries. Just don't see them going wire to wire undefeated. So I think Oklahoma is going to take this one.
Miriam.
I've actually chosen Baylor. I'm going to go against everyone else. They have a really good offense, although Oklahoma's quarterback is pretty good. I think that Baylor will hang in there and win in the end. It's definitely going to be a high-scoring game. Each team is probably going to score at least 35 points. We can probably see this game going into overtime, possibly, or ending 42-35 with Baylor up.
Okay. Our next game, Alabama versus Miss State. Dixon.
I think Alabama's going to win this game. The run defense is just too physical, too good. Dak Prescott's going to get shut down. Alabama's going to win by 10.
Karassik.
I agree, 100%. I think Alabama will start with social Darwinism. Finish with social Darwinism started, right? Is that too soon?
No, it's fine.
Social
It's fine.
Darwinism. Yeah, Alabama's going to win.
Yeah, I agree that Alabama's going to win. Their defense is phenomenal. After coming off of the great game against LSU, they're really motivated. They know that they have a chance at going all the way and winning the national championship. So Alabama's going to give a great game, and they're going to, I don't think it'll be a blowout, but they're definitely going to win.
Our final matchup, Georgia versus Auburn Tigers. Dixon.
I think Auburn's going to win this one. Georgia struggling with the quarterback situation. Nick Chubb's been out for a couple weeks, not producing on offense, and then Will Muschamp's really getting together in Auburn. So,
Karassik.
Yeah, only one real team in Alabama is going to win. That's University of Alabama. They got the Wild Dog now in Georgia. I don't know if you knew that or not, but it's not the Wild Cat.
So I've heard.
It's the Wild Dog. And, Auburn, what they really have in common are their footwear. You know that? They all wear clown shoes.
Clown shoes. I
So
thought clown shoes were red.
it could be any color. They're just big and floppy, clumsy, just like
Not
their
familiar with
quarterbacks.
those. Not
Yep.
familiar with those.
Auburn is not going to win. In fact, Georgia, it might be 3-2. It might be something stupid, but Georgia's going to win.
I agree that Georgia's going to win. Auburn's quarterback is not that great. UGA has a really good running game. Although they have a couple of injuries, I think that Georgia is going to pull this one out.
Now for a pro action, the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets.
I think the Bills are going to win. Coach Ryan's just going to lead the team to victory.
Karassik.
Nah, Jets are going to win. Bills, Shady McCoy's hurt. And then Sammy Watkins, number one receiver for the Bills, he's going to be covered by Revis. And you get on Revis Island, you're going to be, that's it, you're done. So Tyrod Taylor or Fitzpatrick or Gerald Fitzpatrick, whatever, who's throwing that ball with a bad thumb.
Yeah. Or the odd beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's got a great beard and a great education.
That's
turns
impressive.
out.
Yeah, it is impressive.
Ivy League education for him. So Jets are going to win. I think they've got enough to beat the Bills. And Rex Ryan, it's a fantasy poison is what Rex Ryan is.
I think that the Jets will win. I definitely think it'll be a close game. The quarterbacks are really going to be the difference because both teams have pretty good defenses. Although it is a home game for the Jets, I don't think that will make a big difference since, they're both in New York and I guess Buffalo fans will travel. But I still think that the Jets will be able to pull it off. I don't think it'll be too high scoring, but they'll be able to pull it off.
Our next matchup, Minnesota versus Oakland. Dixon.
I think Oakland's going to win. They're going to bounce back after their close loss to Pittsburgh.
Karassik.
What game is this?
This is Minnesota versus Oakland.
Any of you actually going to watch this game? It's really great. On paper, it's a great game. I think it's interesting because
Or if you have a
Oakland-
gambling problem.
which you do.
I'm getting help though. That's the first step.
You know what? You've admitted your problem. You going to Vegas this weekend?
Probably.
Perfect. I think Oakland's going to bounce back this week. Minnesota is good, but Teddy Bridgewater took some pretty good beatings by the Rams defense. And then they're downfield. They got digs and whatnot, but it's just not what it should be. And Adrian Peterson's only one man. So I think Oakland has enough weapons to win at home.
I agree. I think Oakland is going to win. Last week, although they lost to the Steelers, I think they're a pretty good team. They're just pretty good. Well, they're decent at pretty much everything. I think they're not just like a phenomenal team, but they can beat Vikings. I didn't get to do my research on this.
Second worst pass defense in the NFL.
In our final matchup, the Arizona Cardinals versus Seattle Seahawks.
I think Seahawks are going to get it done this week. You know, they've blown a lot of fourth quarter leads, but Russell Wilson's going to lead his team to victory.
Karassik?
This is obviously the marquee game of the week.
Sure.
Records might not indicate that Seattle's really having that great of a season, but they've had injuries, they've had holdouts, so now I think the pieces are in place. Marshawn's had the time to get healthy, so I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a defensive struggle, but I think Hauschka is going to be the real difference maker, the kicker in this game.
Definitely two great defenses. I think the Seahawks are going to win this one. I think Russell Wilson will be the big difference maker. I just don't see the Seahawks losing too many games in the rest of the season. So I definitely think they're going to win this one.
And now for my picks of the week. I expect in the college games, I expect Baylor to go down versus Oklahoma. I really think Henry for Bama is going to just run wild, ever miss state, even though I like Dak Prescott a lot. And for Auburn versus Georgia,
Natural disaster, no one wins.
There's always a winner and a loser. There's just so much pressure on Rick and the Georgia boys that I think it's going to basically backfire in their favor. So we'll go Auburn there, but not by much. Our pro games, I'm going to go ahead. The New York Jets. I mean, Buffalo is one of these teams like, are they going to get banished to Canada? Are they going to get banished to London? Where are they going to be? No one knows. So we'll stick with the Jets here. And probably for the Armani Cooper for Oakland, he's just amazing. So I really like Oakland there. And of course, you might have heard of Beast Mode, but have you ever heard of Carson Mode? So I'm going to stick with the Cardinals there for that last game. And those are my picks.
Is he kind of like is Carson Palmer a ginger like Andy Dalton?
I don't know. He's not a true.
So he's not a true champion then.
He's got a robotic arm, but yeah, not so much. So any closing thoughts? All right, Karassik.
What time is it, Spearman?
I'm guessing it's fantasy time.
That's right. Fantasy update, player alert. I'm garbage. I can't pick my own
Don't be
team.
so hard on yourself.
No, I've decided next year I'm doing entirely auto draft because I can't seem to pick a team that'll win. Achieving the Chamblee League, I lost in that one. I'm still in first place. And the other, I only lost by a small margin. And my neighborhood league, I was absolutely blown out again. I was on the losing end of whoever went off this week. And then my other league, it was very close. It came down to a huge game by, it was Alshon Jeffrey. He put up some big numbers, and that kind of put him over the top, my competitor. This week, I expect Todd Gurley to go off again. Tom Brady is going to have a huge game. Write that down right now. Playing the porous Giants, even though they've had some hard times at their O-line, the Patriots. It doesn't make a difference. As soon as they start, get that report card out there, and Belichick's like, I don't really care. So I'll report card, and we're just preparing for the Giants, and won't really be a problem. Tom Brady's gonna.
Once he picks out which cutoff hoodie he wants to wear that day, he's good to go.
I imagine his closet is just he opens it up and it's just gray and blue hoodies, and he's like, I guess this one is probably
so many choices
for my status right now. So I think other than that, I think the games are all pretty equally matched. We're not going to have a whole lot of explosive performances this week. I think it's going to be a pretty pedestrian week in fantasy football. Expect Gurley, like I said, and Tom Brady to have really big weeks, and my boy Hauschka.
Okay.
And follow me on Twitter at TomTomTheKicker.
I second the Tom Brady question. That's all.
All right. See you next time, Chamblee.